The Birth of Glory, a devotional for the seasons of Advent, Christmas, and Epiphany, produced by Northside Church. Friday, December 5th. Our scripture passage today comes from Philippians chapter 4, verses 12 through 13.
I know what it is to be in need, and I know what it is to have plenty. I have learned the secret of being content in any and every situation, whether well-fed or hungry, whether living in plenty or in want. I can do all this through Christ who gives me strength.
When we allow our situations to speak louder than God, we begin to believe that God's glory has departed us. This leaves us in a dark and hopeless place, and if we allow it, our situation will shake us to the core, as it did Ahaz, or swallow us alive, as it did Ichabod's mother. But even in the darkest moment and most hopeless situation, God is still speaking, and it's in hearing God's words that we find the light of hope. In fact, God so desires us to hear Him speaking that He sent His Word in the flesh, placing the full weight of His glory on a human being, a baby boy born in Bethlehem. And what is God saying by doing this? Simply, I love you and I hear you. Put your hope in me. We might think we only need to hear these words from God when we are in a bad situation, when it feels like the roof is caving in or the floor is giving way. Hearing God speak, however, is just as important and often just as difficult when our situation is good. A good situation is just as hopeless as a bad situation if we allow it to speak louder than God. This is especially true if we think that because things are good, God's glory is resting on us and we are not in need of hope. All situations speak to us, good or bad, and all of them threaten to drown out what God is speaking to us. Paul knew this and said as much to the church in Philippi.
I know what it is to be in need, and I know what it is to have plenty. I have learned the secret of being content in any and every situation, whether well-fed or hungry, whether living in plenty or in want. I can do all this through Christ who gives me strength.
Philippians chapter 4, verses 12 through 13. Whatever your situation is, it is speaking to you. Whatever it is temporary. And whatever it is, God is speaking to. At the end of the day, life itself is a situation full of ups and downs, bends and turns. Life itself is temporary. Only the glory of God is eternal, which is why our hope rests only in the birth of glory Himself, Jesus Christ, through whom we have the strength to endure any situation faithfully. I encourage you to take a moment and reflect on your current situation in light of our exploration this week. Write down what it is speaking to you and what God is speaking through it, and then feel the weight of God's glory as you put your hope in Emmanuel, God with us.